Wait, who's dropping the...
You don't like in a high car. 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 You don't like in a high.
Before you start, just say
Before I start, say what?
on the count of three, and then when you get to three, but I saw it there.
All right. 1. Are you ready?
See, that's how long it takes for you to think what comes after one.
Welcome to Cute Dog Locked in a High Car. I'm Jamal, Abel, Darkness, all that good stuff. That's me, Hood Figure. I'm here with PT the Pastor, once again, here to teach us all about the Word of God. We're gonna try to save some souls today. How you been doing, buddy?
I have been doing pretty darn well. Worked all weekend. Your boy, he works night shift, 7 p.m., 7 a.m. at Michelin.
For the Lord?
What?
For the Lord? You were up late at night working?
No. The only Lord I know of is Lord of War.
Lord of War.
It's one of Nicolas Cage's best movies.
Oh, I love that movie, actually. That's a really good, it is one of, well, I don't know.
Yeah, but hold on. I just want to take a time to reflect on when I said Lord of War. You kind of gave me like a little like, wow, like that's all you're gonna say. And then when I said it was a movie, you're like, oh, I love that movie, dude. Like damn, you're cool now. But at first, if I didn't say it was a movie, like you said, you've seen it, you just weren't thinking that at the time. But your first thought was like, yeah, Paul's definitely not the right guy.
The funny thing about you is that I think that you confuse like flirting for jokes. You're like the type of person who's like,
I know that was me just joking.
You're the type of person who's like, no, that wasn't a joke. That was just you being cute flirting. You're just like, hey, you want to hear this thing about? You think that it's like a half an egg, like half. I guess you can't say neg, but
I can say NG.
Mm-hmm.
As long as I'm not like, I can say it if I'm not referring to like
hey,
if I say African American.
Say whatever you want. Just let it be known. You're 3,000 miles away from me. But if anybody needs his address, you can DM me.
Yeah, if anybody wants my address,
I'm giving it out.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. You've been giving it out since like you were like, I don't know, what, 15, 14? I bet right now when you fart, it goes, Like we always heard about there were certain sluts at your high school, but then
did you see the Kanye interview?
How recent was it?
Nick Cannon.
God, I love Kanye's like music career at the beginning. I love Kim Kardashian, the fact that she's getting innocent people out of jail. But I don't know. This better be good, or I'm gonna be upset that we're talking about it.
So you didn't even watch it? You're just huffing and puffing about some shit you haven't even seen?
No, I'm giving my thoughts on the people involved, and then I said,
I'm 3,000 miles away from you, or else I wouldn't have any air to breathe. I mean, shit.
I didn't get that.
You're like, like sucking up all the air. I'm like, what are you doing?
Even when you're trying to be funny, it's like
that wasn't even trying to be like. That was just a direct.
Like if there was a comment section, I would create like a bunch of fake ones. And like YouTube channels or accounts.
If only there was a comment. I was gonna let you finish, but if only there was a comment section on YouTube. Paul.
I bet that's how you talk to your woman. I was gonna let you finish, but
You see what I'm saying? You little flirty ass. You're a little flirty ass hoe. You're a hoe, Paul.
All right.
Sorry.
I'm about to say a rap lyric that came out within the past month or two. And I don't care if you said the song came out 12 years ago. I want you
I don't care.
I want you to see if you can recognize it.
He's gonna say to him.
No. It's like two. I'm trying to think. Money. Hold on. All right, hold up. I'll come to it in a second. It's by somebody from like in Houston. Somebody I ain't heard from in a while. The name of the song is "Going Up."
Oh my God. I don't know what you're talking about, Paul. I mean, PT. See, like, I try to call you PT because I know you have a family and like a secret family as well. But
No. The point of this is to like when I told you that was just like I'm gonna call you Ma, but eventually I'm gonna call you Gauze or Slayer.
Yeah. You can. That's what I'm saying. You can call me. That's what like. But actually, like the thing about being called weird like stuff that's not your parental given name is that there comes a time when people ask you like, oh, so what's your name? And then you got to go like. You either can say one of two things. You can either say, "Oh, my name's so and so," or you can say, "No, people actually fucking call me this." You can just call me that.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Hey. I put these headphones in to see if it's better, but like they're plugged in, but I'm still hearing you through my computer. What's
that has
up with
nothing
that?
to do with me. That has nothing to do with my
I'm
computer.
asking you what can I do to I can hear out of my
technical problems that you're having on your Dell computer from 1997 and how I can fix them with your Sony headphones from fucking I don't know how to do that, man. Them shits are broke, man. Throw them out.
If we were remaking the Player Haters Ball Club and you got caught up, they'd be like first Buck Nasty gets caught up or whoever, he's like, he called the cops on his neighbors for selling drugs. Like, not because it was the right thing to do, because he was getting jealous of all the money he was making.
Oh, yeah.
So like if we like redid that sketch, it would be like, and Maud Dayer Slayer, like he also I just had a great joke. Oh.
Exactly, you fucking asshole. You better get your shit together.
Look,
You suck, you jackass.
wow. Yeah, only white people can say that one. You know? That's
man,
like me.
sorry.
That's like on Django. He's like, you want me yo daddy Samuel L. Jackson after he hears like, yeah, huh?
Nothing.
All right, wait 1 second.
As you mute this. What's up? What are we waiting for? Hello, did you just mute yourself? Like, what is funny about this? What's the bit? It's always a funny bit to like be mean to people. It's not always a funny bit whatever you're doing. Yeah, you playing on my computer. You playing on my content right now. Quit playing on my goddamn content. Stop playing with buttons. Take the headphones, throw them in the trash. Stop playing with fucking buttons, for real. Come back. Quit playing, man. What are you doing? Jesus Christ. Man, I'm about to Sorry, lovely people of the Cute Dog Locked in a Hot Car podcast. This nigga decided to get his Walkman fucking headphones out. So I guess I'll just take a break really quick until we fix the technicality. Yeah, because we can't hear a word he's saying, you know? So we'll be back, guys. Sorry about that. Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry everybody. I'm a newbie at this. Since I live in South Carolina, I get technology.
Computers.
I get technology 12 years later. I just now realized that Beats by Dre was not something that like people referred to as his actual instrumentals over the Eminem songs. I was like, yeah, that's a beat by Dre. And then the headphones came out, and I felt pretty stupid. I can hear the crickets. Can you?
No, they stopped cricketing. But I'll tell you what, they were like, no music for that.
Do you know how crickets make the chirping sound?
How's that?
Surely you know.
I would love. I don't know if there's like a joke or if that's just something you want to describe. Like some time you want to destroy on my.
They rub their legs together.
Thank you.
Yep. Would you like to know the only?
You want to talk about stuff from last week, man? You want to talk about
Hold on. Well, first of all, do you have a meme that's funnier? And if you say no, I'll give you more time to look.
The answer is no, but the answer is more so is you know what I thought about doing? I thought about coming into the pod. I thought about writing a kind of like a script or like a guide, like as if it's like a go-to thing, and I was gonna refer to about
I have one of those
things throughout the podcast. I was gonna refer to things, I was gonna secretly say at the end of the pod, say, we referenced this throughout the pod, and we did not reference any fucking stand-up bits because we just didn't. And that's the point I'm more so trying to make than like there's no way for me to get one you get what I'm saying, meme and be like, well, this meme. Like,
yes, that's what I meant by that's what I meant by like if you don't have it today, like that's fine. Like
this is what I'm trying to explain. I mean, yeah, you're right. It'll totally
you explained it perfectly.
Yeah, and it'll come to us in time. Yeah, certain ones will come to us. Just like I said, I could write them down, but that would be corny.
No,
but the thing is,
I've seen 3 good memes today on Instagram, and I've been on it once.
That's what I was gonna say. Instagram as a platform is a more viable platform for comedy in general than Netflix. You get what I'm saying? And that's the point that I'm basically.
Well, it all depends on how much you get paid for.
Instagram's funnier than Netflix. Period. Just Instagram is funnier than Netflix. Like you laugh more per second on Instagram than you do on Netflix. I'm sorry. Whether it be still photos or whether it be videos. Like you can go laugh.
One of my favorite memes out, and it's fairly recent. You might have seen it a year ago, but I don't know. I probably saw it maybe 2 months ago. It's Leonardo DiCaprio in Django when he's like making the face where he's like I don't know, kind of like, are you fucking serious? Like, why he's laughing? And it's like, I don't know. I think I might have sent it to you. But he's like, no, he's just like whenever, like it's just a picture of him at the bottom. I've seen a couple of them at the bottom, but like it'll be. I think this one was from The Office. It's like whenever Dwight pranks Pam by sending her a bouquet of roses from Jim's credit card. Like Dwight steals Jim's credit card and thinks it's a prank to send his wife roses, and it's just like, I don't know. I've seen some good ones, but like the whole point of it was you and I disagree on that. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but you were very vehemently that I am wrong.
Like, okay, what you're saying is that it's like as if you're saying, oh, this The Rock is stronger than Stone Cold Steve Austin or something, right? And it's like, guess what?
Yeah, so you sort of
that's like measurable.
You come up with like these metaphors.
Let me explain. Let me finish what I'm saying. You can say The Rock is stronger than Stone Cold Steve Austin, but guess what? It's actually measurable. You get what I'm saying? It's actually measurable. It's actually like they can go do a fucking bench press, Paul.
Is it measurable?
Yeah, like what I'm saying is they can. You're not saying by making that statement, it's not the same statement as saying one can outfight the other one. That is harder to prove.
No, but that's not what I'm saying.
That you can prove is one is stronger than the other. And what I'm trying to say is that strength is like provable, just like this, like per second laughs is provable. And like if
what you and I are talking about is not provable. Those
I'm saying yes, it
Those
is.
scenarios do not correlate
Look up
at all. They're
look
not
up-
comparable.
Look up what the term impressions is. You know what internet impressions is? Impressions is like farther than saying, okay, like say there's the VMAs or some shit, right? Impressions is not saying, okay, if you say Lady Gaga at VMAs, that's one group of that's one that's one hashtag or some shit, you know? But impressions is saying how many impressions did all the VMAs get. That is actually measurable. They can actually go figure out how many people uploaded videos that were from the VMAs, how many people tweeted VMAs, how many people blah 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 blah. And those are
Okay,
called
now how does that
impressions.
relate to our argument?
Those are called impressions. Now, what I'm saying is that memes have more impressions than any stand-up did, literally. Meaning, impressions are measurable because they are more, because it's more shared, it's more cared, it's like more repeated. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like,
because anybody can make a meme and it can spread like wildfire, but not everybody
anybody can make a joke and it can spread like wildfire. Like, honestly, anybody can make a joke, and then a big artist, a big comedian gets their hands on the joke. Like, a lot of jokes you've heard, you know, they didn't originally come from that person. Not meaning they stole it. It's just like old saying. You know what I'm saying? Like an old saying. Like they'll be like, "Oh, you spare the rod, you beat the child," or something. You know, old black comic or some shit would say some crazy shit, and then you get what I mean? Like,
see. Oh, never mind.
okay, go ahead. You said you don't see what?
No, I didn't.
You basically
realize
never see analogies.
No, because your analogies doesn't make any sense. All right, here.
No,
Just
you just fight anything that's an analogy because there's a slight difference, but that's the reason it's an analogy.
But
like
your analogies come out of nowhere and are like so oddly descriptive that like it's not you're not comparing the same thing. Like you're giving an example almost to where like the situations are similar. Here, just don't interrupt me for 1 second. All right, so we were talking about Donald Sterling being a racist owner, and the players were still playing for him, and at some point we got to the part about where you were saying that what if you paid redheads for your amusement to run on a treadmill at a circus? You don't like you're like, I know you were smart, and sometimes it's hard to think of the best metaphor, but that was like I thought about it later, and the kind of arguments I would have gave to you is if you were paying me X amount of millions of dollars, I would run that treadmill. If you were just laughing at me because you thought,
no, that's the argument we came to on the pod.
Yeah, hold on. And the fact that if I didn't like want to do it, I didn't have to do it. I could go to another circus to an owner that wouldn't laugh at me. But my whole point here is it's like those aren't comparable.
Yes, the fact that you were able to maneuver in the analogy makes it a good analogy. But
no, I'm
how an analogy works. Like the fact that you could be like, well, I guess that would fit here and that would fit there. That's an analogy, buddy.
I'm explaining why that analogy didn't make sense.
Yes, but the thing is, you can't say this hammer doesn't make sense, but I just used it to hammer. Oh, that's not a good analogy. That's not a good analogy either.
No. Just tell me how what you just said makes any sense. Because
you were able to use the analogy and transfer what you would do in the scenario, so it made sense enough for you to maneuver in the analogy. Means that it made sense. Period. I can say that 50 different ways, and you're gonna understand it. It's real. It makes total sense. People that hear this get it like instantly.
All right, listen. Whenever I said, if I'm getting paid X amount of dollars, or I have the right to leave and join another circus and work for someone who's, that maybe I can know for a fact he wouldn't laugh at me. He's not doing it just to be amusing.
So you're not going to address the fact that you're able to maneuver in the analogy. That's what you're doing right there. By saying if I could go to a different circus or this or that, that means that you understand the analogy. That means
I know.
oh yeah, well then that means this in this analogy. So it's not crazy. It's not
But-
as crazy for making it
But
because
what
bro,
you were saying, is that that's like the Clippers playing in the NBA. Like,
buddy, it totally is. What are you getting? Are you kidding me? It's like literally it. It's like my only comeback to you is, what if this is the most prestigious circus? What if this is the real one that you always trained your whole life to be, and all the other shit? That's what these
all right.
people are.
Well, for starters,
That's
you would have
That's the
to
comeback.
you would
Just
you would have
guy
to
who
you would be
owns and hates.
you would be competing against other circuses, like based on
So the
your
NBA
best
competes against who? The NBA competes against who?
other teams.
No, the NBA as a circus. That's a circus, buddy.
I'm talking about the Clippers. We're talking about
the Clippers
players.
is one part of the circus.
That's what we taught them. That's where everything came from.
The Clippers is one part of the circus. Like, imagine the circus as a large circus that has multiple parts there, Mr. PT, and the Clippers is just one part. What we're saying.
But
the
our argument was on the our argument was on the Clippers and how they had a racist owner.
Well then fuck it. The Clippers are. Well then we'll go to you. We'll change the whole analogy to makes more sense to you. Let's say that the circus is just the
Why are you
Barnum
comparing to a circus to the NBA?
because
they're not comparable.
Because it actually is, buddy.
An NBA
sorry,
team.
it is.
The NBA is an organization. A circus, if you mean the literal definition of a circus, is nothing like a National Basketball Association.
Why is it nothing like it? It's things. Do they not have to work out all the time? Is it not Is it not something that you do just to show that you're?
When's the last time you've been to circus?
It's an athletically gifted thing, there, sir.
Yeah,
you're gonna talk about a ring toss or some shit and be like, well, that's not athletic, though. No, there's no ring toss at the circus actually either. That's a carnival.
I'm saying. All right, so it all started off by you saying the Clippers still chose to play for this guy who's racist.
I'll go as far as to make a statement publicly as to say the NBA is a circus. It is a circus. I can prove it.
Briefly, can you explain that? You don't have to prove it, but in 2 sentences, can you just give me reasons why? And I won't rebut. We'll move on to something else.
It's a thing that is prized for your athleticism, and it's like basically something where you're doing something for a large crowd of people to show them how athletic you are, gifted. That's it. 2 sentences.
All right. Say the first one was prize for being athletic.
No, it's something that you do to show a large crowd of people that you are athletically gifted, and people will pay to see it. There you go.
Something to do to prove to people you are athletic.
Athletically gifted.
Athletically gifted.
For large crowds of people that pay to see it. Run by somebody in the back.
For crowds of people. So everybody can see it.
Who pay to see it. Pay to see it. Make sure you write that they pay to see it, because that's the part that, like a lot of people do shit not to get paid. Like these people do it to be paid.
Athleticism, gifted. Hold on. Something to do to prove your athleticism, and are gifted for paying crowds.
And it takes a lifetime of training, and that will be done after that. And write that last sentence. It takes a lifetime of training, and that's it.
All right. Hold on.
And that's the last. No, write everything you just wrote, but then write that last sentence.
I know. But I had to. I got to get in there about the part about paying to see. For paying customers to see.
Yep. You're writing this down. Okay. Can you write any?
And then what was that very last sentence? And then we'll change subjects.
It takes a lifetime of training.
All right.
Now, what are you going to do? You're going to take that to the KKK and get a poll?
Is it funny because I'm racist?
No,
I texted you and told you we don't need to reveal that yet.
I don't think that you're racist. I wouldn't even say I don't think you're racist. I just think that you are in a racist area and you're okay with, like you're in a racist place. So it's like, it's kind of like saying, yeah, you're not a communist. You're just.
You can find someone that between the ages of 3 and 25 have been called a wigger more than me.
Yeah.
I
Nobody
don't know, he'd
cares.
be lucky.
Nobody cares. Yeah, don't even. It doesn't matter. But the thing is, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Do you know where he went to high school?
Where'd he go to high school?
T.L. Hanna. He's from Anderson. Here's something that'll make you smile about him. You know when Jimmy Kimmel does, or whoever does the celebrity mean tweets, and they get them. Don't put your head down. Just listen to me. It's funny. And he get celebrities to retweets that are mean, whatever. So he had Chadwick Boseman doing it. It was, I don't know, a couple months after Black Panther came out, and the tweet was, he's like, finally a black superhero. He's like, why in the hell does King T'Challa have to have the whitest name ever invented? Chadwick Boseman. And Chadwick Boseman started cracking up. He's like, damn, that Chadwick's a pretty fucking white name. Like, I don't know, it was funny, man.
Yeah, man. Dead, man. He's fucking dead, man.
Yeah, shout out John Robinson III, one of the greatest and most influential basketball coaches of all time.
Yeah, he's dead too.
Yeah.
Fucking dead, man. Fuck,
Yeah,
I can't.
hold on.
Like it makes me very nervous. Because like every day you wake up and you're like, who's dead?
But think how many people die all the time.
The thing about it is, fuck that. You're like basically, bro. It's as if your friend he's from 20 minutes away from you, man. Like that means like no one 20 minutes away from you has ever been on anything that's ever mattered. Like the closest that was that nigga Orlando from the 7-Up commercials. You know, remember that guy? He was
Yeah,
like,
but what
fuck yours. He was from Anderson as well. But he was the last person to ever come out of like South Carolina, really. I mean, not South Carolina.
Kevin Garnett, Ray Allen.
Yeah, but that's what I was gonna say. Not South Carolina, really. Not South Carolina, really. But this is like the last.
And Strom Thurmond, baby, hell yeah.
The last 20 years, and Strom Thurmond, fuck you. That doesn't.
Dude, it's a joke. I know.
I'm just kidding. But
I'm saying, without him, South Carolina would have never been exposed to some really good cocaine and some really racist laws. So.
Well, I would have never left. But the thing is, like, it's like this, Paul. It's like nobody ever like everything you've like. No one's gonna listen to this podcast probably for a little while. Maybe even if they do, they'll listen after a while. But that guy, fucking people would listen, dude, to his shit. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like nobody from like everybody is just like in a certain group of people that ever has been listened to and shit, and it's like he was a guy, dude. Like okay.
You say a lot of words, but you never really tell us anything.
What I'm saying is like it's like the last closest guy that was actually biggest is Colbert. You know.
Yeah.
Stephen Colbert.
But one thing I hate is that. Like, and Seth Meyers, he's really funny. But him and Colbert attack Trump like hardcore enough to where it's like I'm on there. You know what I'm saying? Like when the Daily Show and the Colbert Report were like making fun of presidents and the right wing people. It was funny because it was a bunch of random stuff. But like I thought Colbert would be more PC, but like everybody's monologues now is on the president, which I mean he does some stuff that's gives him good material.
Yeah, I was gonna say maybe it's just the best thing to talk about, buddy. Maybe it's like really actually happening, but at the same time, I don't watch it because I don't need a cheerleader. I don't need somebody to be like, hey, if you think this is right.
I know you don't need a cheerleader because every time you explain something to me or tell me a joke, you make sure that you say you make sure you say 7 times of you explained it perfectly. That was a perfect metaphor. And Paul, this is what a comedy bit is.
You tell me when I'm supposed to laugh now.
Let me ask you. All right. So
yeah, but the thing is,
no. I got a question for you.
Go.
If you had to see one band that is still alive, even if they're not touring or anything, I'm gonna ask you 3 questions and I want 3 answers. This is like me getting to know you better, so I can figure out your train of thought. So the first one, you can give me 1 or 2.
Stupid already.
And would you please make sure it's somebody I may have heard of? And then I'll do 2 questions. My second question is, if you could do a track with any artist that you know I've heard of and has released music recently, who would it be? You don't have to answer just yet. But I'm trying to figure out how you think. Real quick, while you think, can I share a great quote with you?
Sure.
All right.
Jesus Christ, man.
My name's Paul Tabor. You don't have to,
you suck. We're just supposed to sit here in silence for 30 seconds while you just like look at your. Can I share a good quote with you? I'll have to check my favorites tab. He got mad. Why the phone, bro? No. We're back, y'all. Cute dog and hot car, and
hey, can we get a shot at my
we'll call that a technical difficulty.
Also, kudos to you for saying freaking out. I am. It's a Grateful Dead shirt because I want people, when I go out in public, to be like, wow, I guess that guy's a pothead.
I know. It's like not even potheads though. It's like it's past that now.
Dude, if I could get like legit like psilocybin mushrooms, is that the right term? Mm-hmm. Like mushrooms, but like the psilocybin type. I don't know what the right way to. If I could get those, I think that would I would
make your t-shirt experience cool.
No, I just want to try to microdose. I've read, you keep up with the UFC. You know who Rashad Evans is. Mm-hmm. He was on when JRE would do his MMA podcast. He was on there one time, and he was out for a while, and he said he was saying about retiring, but now, and I'm kind of butchering it, but now he started doing the microdosing psilocybin, does it every day. Well, I don't want to go inside, but I got a shmeen. Oh, dude, this is a funny one. So one time, J Money, the older J Money that used to be over at A Ross's, you know what I'm saying? The OG. Yeah. One night we were all sitting there, and Matt, he can tell you, like his side of the story, whatever. He was passed out. We just got there. And we'd go there and be like, hey man, you got any schmeens? Dude, we'll pay $7 for one. And he'd be like, nah, man, can't do it, And we'd ask Nick, this is when Nicholas Sparks, I didn't want to say his last name. He'd get a couple of them bowling pin things, I think they start with a K though. And we'd be like, man, it's get us some. He'd be like, nah. It's I ain't got any. All of a sudden, an hour into it, about 8 o'clock at night, Nick's snoring. And then about 2 hours later, Jason's just, you can see him. After he told us he didn't have any, he would just be like, wong, wong. And then, one night, he kind of, dozed off at 9. And when I was on Snapchat, I took a Snapchat of him, and I put, keep the head ringing, shming, shming, shmong, shming. And I just, that was, the caption in there. Oh man, I don't know. Like John and Matt and like Hump and all them were like dying laughing. They were like, dude, that's.
Those
And I
are
was
the
like, all right,
girls. Huh?
yeah. And I was just like, I'm just glad you understood. Like, I was afraid. Like, if I'd have sent it to you, I know you'd have been like instantly known it was the keep the head ringing thing. But I was like, I hope they understand that I'm just not trying to come up with like a poem or something, you know. Like I really was
I'm
just like,
sure
dude,
they understand. What the
you
fuck?
know,
That person that you mentioned is like 50. The person grew up on.
no, I'm saying he didn't get it. It was a snap of him. Like I'm talking about when I sent it to like Shane and John. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like if I know if I sent it to you, your first thought would have been like, oh, obviously that's the keep the head ringing, but what with the slight change. But I think they were like they thought it was funny because I got a picture of Jason, dozing off, yeah. Matt would be a good person to get on.
Get on.
Shane, I texted him. Did he ever text you? I texted him your number.
This ain't the fucking part, fucking Matt's the shit though. He's good actually all the time.
He's very good at like busting balls and not being, you know what I'm saying? Like
not being butthurt like you.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Like I
This
will
nigga just cried.
give you money if you can defend me.
Oh my god.
I promise you.
I think you owe me some money, buddy.
No, I don't know if you went back and listened to that one podcast, but I never once said I could solve that overpopulation was a solution. I never once said that. I re-listened to it.
Oh Lord.
But
it's funny that it's only us who listens to this shit, but
no, I'm about to start like another one or two.
Then we're out of here.
No, I'm gonna be like starting promoting the shit out of it, dude. But see, like honor roll society is something that I want. Like I want that to be not the name of your podcast, but the name of the podcast. Like for my podcast, I only want to do it with you, and then like when we do it, like I'll make sure I have a scheduled guest. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I'd like to call it the Honor Roll Society.
Yeah, but do you understand that I'm not gonna help you? Or like I'm not gonna be like I guess the term is PG-13.
No, I don't want that.
Okay.
No, yeah, like I don't expect my mom to be listening to it. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but even then, my mom can hear cuss. No, like the reason I want to do it is so people, like I'm putting my name on my opinions and you know what I'm saying. Like, hey, this is my podcast. Like, what I say on here, like I mean, because I've gotten a lot of compliments in the past of
about your thoughts.
No, about how I talk with conviction, and that's something I made a conscious effort of it after I got my heart broken so bad by old girl in college. I remember telling Shane this was in 2011-ish, 12. I've never made a New Year's resolutions. I think they're stupid, but I told Shane, I was like, from now on, I'm gonna start being a jackass because I am in my head. And I'm hilarious, but so many people are like, hey man, cool glasses. Where'd you get them? Fucking, damn it. I hadn't taken GBs today, but you know what I'm saying? Like and they would instantly be like, oh really? Is that why you live with your mom? And it's just like, oh, you're not trying to be funny. You're like, don't have it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, I fucking living with my mom, but hell, I pay. You know what I'm saying? Like.
Do you pay rent at your mom?
Like Ben Ogle.
Wait. I'd like to focus. Would you like to publicly talk about that or no? I mean, you brought it up, not me. I didn't know where the fuck you live.
Yeah, I'll talk about. Yeah, I don't.
Are you sure? You paused, so we could let's just move on. Let's just move on. We'll talk about something else.
I live with my mother.
You live in a beautiful home there, in the same place I've been to.
Yes.
What? That's beautiful. I mean, I guess I don't know. Like I said, do you have to pay to live there?
Yeah.
What?
My mom had a second job for a very she's an accountant, like graduated top of her, like she was salutatorian to Hillcrest. Got a full academic ride.
I only say this is public forum. You don't have to tell your entire resume. You know.
No, I know. I'm just saying, like, yeah,
Okay,
my mom's a superhero. I love her.
Okay.
No, yeah.
That's beautiful.
If PT says something, like I ain't scared to say it. Man.
Yeah, he meant it. That's
what I'm saying. You know, like to me, a lot of people like are afraid. Like I don't know, like I can be passive aggressive, but there's times to where I'm just like, all right, this is like a personal rule I have, and no matter what, I'm not gonna break it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like just like a very small example. If I'm with someone and they litter, like I give them a nice little lecture, and then I carry that to wherever, and then then there's like, really, dude, one water bottle, and then I'll see it. As we keep walking, I'll see other stuff, and I'll like pick it up, and they think I'm doing it just to try to be a dick. I'm just like I don't know, like littering is a big deal to me, you know?
Yeah, but do you know that the concrete that's on the ground prohibits trees from growing?
Claire, be more elaborate. What do you mean?
Okay. Trees cannot grow in concrete.
Duh. Why would
Nope.
They need soil.
Okay. So where do you pick the bottle up from?
If I'm walking in a park, if I'm at a
basketball so court, only a park. All right, just making sure.
No, anywhere. If I'm walking downtown, if I'm walking downtown Greenville, if I'm walking, like if I'm walking like at a Target or a Sports Authority, something in the parking lot. If I see trash on the ground, I never don't go out of my way to pick it up. And some people find it annoying.
PT. My question is, can a tree grow on the street?
No.
Okay. That was easy. That was the easy part. Now here goes the little bit more complex.
Hold on. Here, no, let me ask you this. I swear, if like what about if you planted it and then paved, like did a sidewalk pavement over it, not like an actual road?
Do they do that? Do they do that on highways?
No.
Do they do that in places where they need? Do they do that downtown?
No. The point of me asking that is, like, they still, even though they're in soil, they're still not going to grow through the concrete or the road. So I'm agreeing with you. I'm just saying, like,
okay.
Like they're not going to grow.
Next part of that question,
the roots could grow.
The next part of the question is, what are you protecting by picking up the bottle from the ground? You're protecting humanity?
I can go a couple of different ways with this. As far as like landfills, I'm pretty sure in California you guys have to use.
What are you talking about? What does that have to do with? I asked you, what are you protecting by picking up a bottle off of a sidewalk?
And I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
What am I protecting? I'm protecting the environment.
How are you protecting the environment if a tree can't grow where it's already been paved?
So I'm only you want me to explain how one water bottle off of a sidewalk is doing any difference? Not like,
I want you to explain.
Like my issues with littering.
Like my issue is with trying to act like you care about nature, but you have an eye. I don't.
Yeah,
well, I don't. Guess what?
I'm not trying to care.
To live longer, then stop driving your car and recycle and do good stuff and stop fucking up the earth and stop buying machines that are literally waste. Stop buying new clothes. Stop wasting things. But if not, then you can't really say, like, if you're gonna be like, well, I just want to I want to do my stuff. Like, I want to drive my car that's not necessarily like, you know, a fucking Prius, or I want to do this or that, you know, like it takes carbon, you know, it takes fuels and shit. You know, I want to fuck up the earth in the ways that I feel like doing it, but not saving it in other ways. It's like, that's like saying, I'm going to pave the earth and destroy where a tree could be built, but don't fuck up what I just did. Like, don't put something on top of what I just did. Already ruined the earth. Like, I already take the earth and just made it where a tree can't grow there. So why now you can't? Like, now don't fuck that up, please. Like, that's literally the argument you're making. Yes, it is. That's not even an analogy. That's just literally it. It's like you're saying, hey, well, they were able to pave this, and it's okay because they can destroy.
I didn't say anything about pavement. That's what I'm saying.
Telling you, if you're picking it up off of pavement, then you.
If I'm walking on pavement and I look in the grass and there is.
You're changing the story. If the bottle was on the ground, you said the bottle was on the
grass and the pavement are both ground.
You said it was downtown. All right. Well,
I get examples of where. If I'm at an amusement park, if I'm downtown Greenville, if I'm through a city park, if I'm on a nature trail, if I'm walking through the parking lot of Target.
I'm speaking on a street only. I'm not talking about all those nature things. Because sure, you can go.
If I see trash on the ground that's not a cigarette butt, I'll pick it up. Yes.
All right.
And not like
you. You'll pick it up to protect the paved road.
I will pick it up because
it has nothing to do with nature. Just admit
I feel like I need to explain like what littering does. Do you not?
You don't need to explain what littering does. What you need to do is understand that having cars and having streets and having buildings is all litter. Is that everything's litter? So sorry, like your car is litter. Where do you think your car goes after you're done?
Car is litter.
Where do you think your car is going to go after you're done with it? Like you said, a landfill.
They use it for scrap metal and then use it.
So they just completely use all the parts of your car and just take it on to the next car? That's what you're telling me is happening?
Either they go put it in a dump, but a lot of that metal and stuff, they can like weld it and do stuff to it to make it usable again. So when someone has a car that can't be fixed,
all I'm saying, that's litter. All I'm saying is that the way that humans create stuff, we don't create it to make sure it.
But if I recycle, you can't say that's litter.
To me. You're not hearing me, dude. We create stuff in a way not to buy. Is your shirt created in a way to be like, hey, this is? I guess it kind of is. Is your hat created though? No, your hat is not created in the type of way where it's like, hey, biodegradable. No, there's like a piece of plastic in here for no reason but fashion. There's a piece of plastic in here made. It's only made that it can bend like this for fashion. They use a coating on the outside. They coat it in some stuff, like some type of like glue stuff that will never biodegrade. So the point is we do that on purpose. So you can't be like, well, I just want a hat because I like hats, but I also care about this bottle. It's all litter. That's my only argument, is that you're just trying. Okay, this is the one thing is all I'm saying is, how can you be, it's okay to say, I do some things because I know that we all do some things. You get what I'm saying? Like, I pick up this shit because I know that it makes me feel better about, sometimes I want to do this other stuff, and that's the truth to it, more so than being like, oh, I'm going to make a difference. There's no difference to be made. We do it so we feel better about ourselves, we feel better about the truth, the feel better about, you get what I'm saying? The feel better, I don't know.
All right. There was so much there that whatever, but just on your last point, because all right, it all started with me talking about picking up litter, and then it turned into like my hat is the same thing as litter. Like
that didn't go anywhere. It was just, that was just a response. It wasn't like we left the subject. It was like the same subject.
But no one's like, hey, I'm done with this hat. Let me throw it down.
Yes, they do. Go to LA. I live in a city. I guarantee if I open the door, I can find a hat in 30 seconds. I guarantee I can find a hat if I like look on the ground and just be like, oh, there goes one. There goes a hat on the ground.
There's all right, in the civilized world, or we can just use United States. You think hats are a bigger issue facing?
Oh my God! Yes.
Okay, all right. Let's just stop.
The actual truth is yes. Yes, that's not. I didn't curse. I said yes.
I don't care if you curse. I care if you know what you're talking about and not.
Yes. Clothes waste is the biggest waste. Do you know that like clothes
Food
waste
waste
is like
is the biggest waste.
no, food waste is biodegradable, sir. I mean, yes, we waste it as far as I mean things that aren't biodegradable, things that are gonna like actually never go anywhere and just be a big burden, like just a big thing that just sits there forever. It's a bunch of fucking hats, dude. I promise. It's probably mostly hats for like NFL teams who thought they were gonna win the Super Bowl and didn't win.
No, they send those to Africa.
Yeah, but the point is, that's a lot of fucking hats, buddy. Like, there's a lot of fucking
I'm pretty
hats.
sure
There's a lot of everything.
there's a lot of organizations that
my
like,
whole thing that I'm saying is that there's a
like
lot of
like the church that I mean, I guess I still go to, even though I'm an atheist, but like we have a James Monroe like mission center, and they feed and give clothes every, I don't know, in the bulletin they'll tell you like how much per month and how much per week, and it's something like 200 something families either a week or a month that we give clothes to and we give trash to.
Mm-hmm.
So my only point, and let's end on this because we're both not making dumb points, but neither of us are making points that are anywhere.
I got some more subjects though. You ready to go? Oh yeah, we got to go. Yeah. It's about that time.
Yes, but real quick, like when I bring up, and it's probably gonna be next podcast. I'm either gonna record it myself and then let you watch it, and then you and I can do a podcast to where you're like, all right, this is what I didn't like about it. But the fact that you don't think overpopulation is a problem scares me, because you are what I would consider intelligent.
Yeah.
And by saying that, I'm not saying I'm right, but I don't think it'll take me very long for you to either come up with some nonsense hypothetical or just tell me, I don't know. I feel like I can nail this in the bag.
And overpopulation is definitely a problem. That's what you can nail in the bag.
Yes, I think it's the core.
Okay, but why do you have to record it and then let me listen to it? I don't understand that.
That way I can actually get my thoughts across and like show you like, hey, this isn't just me saying, hey, I heard this or whatever. I can be like, hey, here's the fucking link.
Well, then why don't you just record a whole kind of like point, like a whole like little 5 or 10 minute essay, I guess.
That's what I'm going to do.
Well, I'll put it at the beginning of my pod. Let me still record it because I don't know how to get a film from you. I'm not going to waste time chatting. You never get
because
the film.
And like we're definitely going to get Hump on here because he thinks global warming is a hoax, and I don't think like that's his opinion. My opinion is different.
Yeah.
And so what I would really love, and like, I mean, he's married, so his schedule's whatever, but he agreed that the three of us should do it. And I'd like you to be like the mediator, and be the guy that's like if I'm not making sense on something, or if I just like, if I started to say something and like just skipped over it, you know what I'm saying? You could be the guy that's like,
yeah, totally.
Yeah. Because with our conversations and everything, I want to laugh and I want to learn something.
Well, I mostly just want to laugh. Well, and I'm okay with learning something. You see, I think a lot of people aren't okay with learning stuff. It's like, I think you learn shit all the time. Like, actually, honestly, really quickly before we go, like 2 minutes, really quickly, like 2 minutes. This week, I thought Bella Thorne was funny because I was like, yeah, that's funny. She just came and she shitted on all those people. She's a person. She went on OnlyFans. I'm a creator, man. Like
I read an article about it, but I didn't know who she was.
Look it up. The point is, I thought it was funny,
yeah.
right? But then I realized it wasn't funny because she like tricked a bunch of people and it was just not funny. And then I didn't know, but the point is I got like canceled by people just for instantly thinking it was funny. It's like, we got to learn. We got to let people learn stuff. We got to let people figure it out. It's not good what the young lady did, but yeah, we got to let people figure stuff out is what I'm trying to say. And that's all I want to say really quickly. You got anything else you want to say?
Yeah, I want to say a quote.
Don't cancel your friends. That's the last part of my quote. Don't cancel your friends.
Almost there.
Someone that I had on the podcast recently canceled me.
How can someone cancel you?
It bees like that. Live in Hollywood.
All right, this is one of my favorite quotes ever. Do you know who Blaise Pascal is? Imagine you do. Either way. All right, it goes, man's sensitivity to the little things and insensitivity to the greatest are the signs of a strange disorder. I really feel like that. Like, just think about it for a second. I really think that's very appropriate right now. And on that, I just want to give a shout out to Bone Thugs and Harmony and the Schmings.
And thank you very much for listening to another episode. Cute Dog Locked in a High Car. I am the person who hosts it and does it for you. And thank you guys for listening. Come back soon. I love you.
I'll be down with a blow on my face. Why are you a hater? I got nuts for your face. Bust nuts, slow squeeze me like the toothpaste. I be on tape. Made the pussy hole gape. Wait, remember I ain't smell safe. Ever felt sketchy? I say chill and get scraped. Oops, I'm too raw right now on this beat. If you ever felt sketchy, if you ever felt any type of way, I can never hate unless you short me on the pay. But the OG told me if you ever get took, they just pay to go away. And the OGs, mate, I say fuck them like the Jakes. I be downtown with a blunt on my face. I say fuck them like the Jakes. Legal weed is stupid. Legal things are stupid. Everything is legal. I think it's stupid. I also think you are stupid. Why did you come at me? Tell me, why did you do it? Don't try to do this. Don't do this. Please don't do this. We don't want to see you do this. I don't give a fuck if you knew this or never had knew this. Legal weed is stupid. Legal things are stupid. Everything is legal. I think it's stupid. I also think you are stupid. Why did you come at me? Tell me, why did you do it? Don't try to do this. Don't do this. Please don't do this. We don't want to see you do this. I don't give a fuck if you knew this or never had knew this. Legal weed is stupid. Legal things are stupid. Everything is legal. I think it's stupid. I also think you are stupid. Why did you come at me? Tell me, why did you do it? Don't try to do this. Don't do this. Please don't do this. We don't want to see you do this. I don't give a fuck if you knew this or never had knew this. Back in 20-something, I had to rob Charles. I felt really bad, but the times were so hard. They say we were pitted against one another. Does that rhyme, one another? Sorry though, bro, I didn't mean to. One day, I will pay back you 200%, but now the money's spent for now. But I got you.
I will not pay the motherfucker. I ran off on that was in Florida. I will not pay the motherfucker. And you know who you want, but you know who you want. I will not pay the motherfucker. I ran off on that was in Florida. I will not pay the motherfucker. And you know who you want, but you know who you want. I will not pay the motherfucker. I ran off on that was in Florida. I will not pay the motherfucker. And you know who you want, but you know who you want. I will not pay the motherfucker. I ran off on that was in Florida. I will not pay the motherfucker. And you know who you want, but you know who you want.
Legal weed is stupid. Legal things are stupid. Everything is legal. I think it's stupid. I also think you are stupid. Why did you come at me? Tell me, why did you do it? Don't try to do this. Don't do this. Please don't do this. We don't want to see you do this. I don't give a fuck if you knew this or never had knew this. Legal weed is stupid. Legal things are stupid. Everything is legal. I think it's stupid. I also think you are stupid. Why did you come at me? Tell me, why did you do it? Don't try to do this. Don't do this. Please don't do this. We don't want to see you do this. I don't give a fuck if you knew this or never had knew this.